Hey Mika, you got those divorce papers my lawyer sent, right? Make sure you get them to the courthouse as soon as possible. Got it?
Yeah, I got it, Jaden. Do you want me to shoot you a text when I turn them in, or what?
Come on, Mika. How badly do you want to stay in contact with me? We're through. We're never getting back together.
Good grief, would you get over yourself? I was just wondering if you wanted me to let you know when we were officially divorced or not.
Listen up, Mika. I'm just about to leave on a relaxing, romantic, luxurious spa vacation with my beloved Samantha. A message from you ruining the mood of our celebratory vacation is the last thing I want. Do I make myself clear?
Okay, I'll take that as a no, loud and clear.
I'm glad you're finally starting to understand me. And just so we're perfectly clear, let me say it one more time. We are through. So don't bother trying to get back together with me. Now that I'm rid of you, I'll finally be free to enjoy life with Samantha. I no longer have any room for you in my life at all. None, zilch, nada. Got it?
You're such a narcissistic clown. Do you honestly think that after all you've put me through, I'd actually be interested in getting back together with you?
Looks like I hit a little too close to home.
Whatever. This is how we say goodbye then, I guess.
Yep, goodbye and good riddance.
Hey, Mika, are you there? Where are you right now? I tried ringing your doorbell, but no one came to the door and the house looked all dark. Where on earth are you? Please, the moment you see this message, you've got to get in touch with me. Rachel? We haven't talked in ages. What's going on? There you are, finally! You seem pretty serious. Did something happen, or are you okay? I'm fine. This isn't about me. Hasn't my mom messaged you? I thought she would have told you about what was going on. In any case, you've got to get down to the hospital as soon as possible. Oh, I'm sorry, Rachel. The truth is that I blocked your mom a while ago. You what? Why would you do that? I guess that's besides the point now. So, you haven't heard about my brother? Well, no, I haven't spoken to Jaden since 2 days ago. He was in a car crash, and he's in the hospital right now! A car crash? You need to get down to the Central City Hospital as soon as possible. There's a lot we'll need to talk about moving into the future, so I thought it would be best for the whole family to gather together in person. Hold on, Rachel, calm down for a second. How can you be calm when your husband is in the hospital? My husband? Wait a second. Rachel, didn't you hear about what happened between us? No, what? Jaden and I are divorced, Rachel. What? You are? Yeah, it was finalized 2 days ago. This is the first I've ever heard of this! Oh my goodness! I see. I'm sorry you had to find out like this. I guess that would explain why you haven't been contacting Jaden and haven't come down to the hospital yet. I guess. Wow, this day just keeps getting crazier. I'm sorry, Mika. I must have surprised you when I started texting you in a panic all of a sudden like that. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. You just didn't know. I know this is probably a sensitive issue, and I don't mean to pry, but was the divorce over my brother's infidelity? How did you know? Well, I had my suspicions when the doctors mentioned that there was another passenger in the car Jaden was driving, and it was a female who I had never met before. Apparently the accident happened while they were on their way back from their spa vacation. Ah, I see. The doctor said her name was Samantha. Does that ring any bells? Well, I suppose there's no point in hiding it anymore. Yes, Samantha is the woman whom Jaden was cheating on me with. I see. I am terribly sorry for the way my brother treated you. I already told you, Rachel, you don't have anything to apologize for. You didn't do anything wrong. Okay, well, I guess that does explain a lot of things then. Gotcha. I don't know much of the details of the accident at this point, so I'll message you again sometime later after we talk to the police. For now, I can tell you that the doctors say that his injuries aren't life-threatening. I don't know exactly how things are going to go from here on out, but there might be some times when I need to get a hold of you. Is that okay? Sure thing, Rachel. Just let me know whenever you need anything. Now, how about you, Rachel? How are you dealing with all of this? Are you okay? Me? Yes, you. I know that neither Jaden nor your mother have treated you very well over the years, and that's just from the things I've heard and seen from Jaden. I can't imagine what they were like when I wasn't around. Well, I suppose that's to be expected. I'm only her stepdaughter, and ever since my dad died, she started treating me differently than before. I'm not sure what the extent of Jaden's injuries are, but do you think they might try to force all the work of taking care of Jaden and his mistress onto you? I'm just asking out of concern for you, Rachel. I don't know. Your brother and I are divorced now, so it may not be my place to say this, but remember, there's absolutely no need for you to bear the burden all by yourself, Rachel. You take care of yourself, you hear me? Thanks, Mika. I'll do that.
Mika, what's your problem? When are you finally going to step up and take responsibility for taking care of me? You know I'm wheelchair bound now. Don't pretend you don't. Even my poor, sweet Samantha has to live with a wheelchair. She's an angel. She didn't deserve this. We're living in a wheelchair-accessible apartment right now. But even with all those accommodations, it's still a nightmare over here. Hurry up and get your butt over here and help out around the house.
Jaden, you are the last person I wanted to hear from today. We've been divorced for a few months now. What do you want from me?
Don't act dumb. I want you to take responsibility. You need to come over to our apartment every day and help us out.
Why?
You know why. We're stuck in wheelchairs for the rest of our lives. And just what have you been up to lately while shirking off your responsibilities to me, huh? Have you been having fun? Walking around? Going places?
No, I mean, why am I the one who has to take care of you? We're divorced.
Excuse me? You're my wife. Obviously you have to take care of me.
Do I need to teach you what the word divorced means?
At our wedding, you vowed to take care of me. Till death do us part.
Did you get a brain injury in that crash?
In sickness and in health, Mika. And right now, I'm cashing in on the in sickness part. You're gonna fulfill your duties to me as my wife, or else.
We are divorced. I am not your wife.
What?
What do you mean, what? You told me to fire the papers, quote, as soon as possible. And just like you told me, I went down to the courthouse the very same day and filed them. We're divorced.
You never told me that.
You also told me that I didn't need to tell you when I submitted them.
I did?
I asked you if you wanted me to message you when I submitted the divorce papers. You said no and further stated, again, directly quoting you here, a message from you ruining the mood of our celebratory vacation is the last thing I want. So, like you told me, I didn't tell you. Got it?
Wait, but you were only asking me that because you wanted an excuse to keep talking to me, weren't you?
No, I assumed that you had plans to marry your mistress as soon as we were divorced, and so I thought you might like to know at what point that would be legally possible. That's all.
But you never messaged me, so I figured, I don't know, maybe you were still in love with me and hadn't submitted them yet.
My God in heaven, you told me not to message you! Seriously, how bad was the brain damage you suffered in that accident?
I didn't suffer any brain damage. I'm just as smart as I've always been. Listen, Samantha and I are having a really hard time of things getting adjusted to life in a wheelchair. My mom helps us out when she can, but she's had a bad back, so she can't do everything all the time. We need someone to take care of all three of us.
Then hire someone. Did you really think you would be able to talk your ex-wife into moving back in with you to be your live-in maid? If you hadn't gotten a CAT scan yet, get one soon.
Okay, well, then I can just make you my legal wife again.
Huh?
We've been pretty busy over here the last few months between being in the hospital, going through rehabilitation, and then getting adjusted to our new lifestyles. So we haven't had the time to get legally married. So it just so happens that I'm a perfectly eligible bachelor. We can get married again. You can be my wife and help out me, Samantha, and my mom around the house. Isn't that a great plan?
I am more and more convinced that they lobotomized you while you were in the hospital. Do you even have any brains left in your skull?
What's up with that attitude? I'm offering you the chance to get back together with me. Are you really gonna throw it in my face like this?
Short answer, yes. Long answer, yes, of course I am, you complete moron.
But why?
Don't insult my intelligence, Jaden. Rachel finally got tired of taking care of you and moved out, didn't she? And the only reason you're contacting me right now is because you want me to take over for her.
Wait, how do you know that Rachel moved out?
Because she told me she did. She told me that she's only your stepsister and that her father married your mother and that he had passed away a few years ago. And ever since then, it was just you, your mom, and Rachel living together in your house. She also told me that she started treating her like trash as time went on. I guess the two of you thought that since Rachel wasn't a blood relative, that you could force her to do all the cooking and cleaning while you just laze around the house.
Yeah? And so what if we did? She's supposed to take care of her family.
Rachel learned something very important recently. When your mother married her father, she never legally adopted her as her daughter.
Once again, so what? She's still my stepsister and my mom's stepdaughter.
Stepchildren aren't like biological children, especially when they're adults like Rachel. When you marry someone with children, they don't automatically become your legal children. There is a process to legally adopt the children of your spouse, but again, your mother never did it. So there is no bond, legal or biological, binding Rachel to you and your mom.
Uh-oh.
Looks like you're starting to see where I'm going with this. I guess the doctors must have left a few pieces of your brain behind after all.
So, you're saying...
Don't hurt yourself by thinking too hard. I'll spell it out for you. The moment Rachel's father died, the only reason she had to stick around you two went away. So no, Rachel has no responsibility to take care of you or your mother. I'm very sorry to say this, but you won't be able to rely on either the sister you mistreated nor the wife you cheated on to take care of you. Tough luck. And to be really honest, expecting me or her to care for you is an unprecedented low, even for you.
Hey, you're probably aware of this, but Samantha kinda got cut off by her parents, so she doesn't have anywhere else to go.
Oh no, she got cut off by her parents after they found out she got in an accident riding with the married man she was sleeping with. This might be a little harsh, but right now, the two of you are getting exactly what you deserve.
Please, Mika, you've got to come back to me. We really need some help around here.
Then go and hire someone to do it for you.
We can't hire somebody to help us without any money. Both Samantha and I had to quit our jobs after the accident. So we've got almost no income.
Not my problem.
How can you be so cold to me, after all we've been through together?
Ah, yes, we have most certainly been through a lot together, haven't we? I remember it all so clearly, from our first date to your proposal, to our wedding and honeymoon, and then finally the day I found out you were sleeping with another woman. And if this had happened before that last one, I probably would have stuck with you, for better or for worse. But I would sooner die than spend the remaining years of my life nursing the cheating scoundrel who betrayed me.
Alright, fine, whatever. You won't help us. Then can you at least tell me where Rachel went so I can contact her? You said you had been talking to her, right? Just her phone number would be okay. Please? She's my last hope.
Not a chance.
Why not?
Think about it. Rachel is, for the first time in years, finally free of the curse you and your mother had brought upon her. She is taking her first steps as a free woman. And as she's enjoying her newfound freedom, do you think she'd appreciate being bombarded from texts, begging for help from the stepbrother who directly contributed to her years of torment? So no, I would never tell you Rachel's location or phone number. Not even if you were lying on your deathbed.
Then who's gonna take care of us? If you won't, and Rachel won't, then who?
Don't know, don't care.
Come on!
Goodbye. Forever. Jaden didn't know when to give up, so I blocked his number after that. And just to be safe, I went out and got a new phone number the next day. Since I also moved apartments since then, I think it's safe to say I don't need to worry about the three of them bothering me anymore. I'll also still keep in touch with Rachel. She gets updates on what Jaden is up to through a friend of hers. Apparently, after getting married to Samantha, an acquaintance of theirs was decent enough to hire them on as disabled hires in the same company they used to work at. So it seems that they should be able to make ends meet, if only barely. However, their personalities always were, well, atrocious. And once word got around about the circumstances behind them ending up in a wheelchair, everyone's opinions of them managed to get even worse than they already were. Despite the cold treatment by their old colleagues, they need their jobs so desperately that they can't quit. So, they have no choice but to bear with the constant jeers and scorn they face every single day they show up at the office.
Well, you get the hell out of my house, Anna. Our dad has passed, and you're no longer of any use to us. What are you saying all of a sudden? What do you mean by get out of the house? And I'm useless, did you say? I mean, we don't need you here anymore. I let you stay here so you would take care of our dad. But now that he's gone, can you live somewhere else? My husband and I will be living in this house. Wait, what? I took care of our dad for so long, and when he's gone, you tell me to leave? Yeah, that's right. Thank you for your work. Now you're free. Get out and live your life. What the heck? You never came home when Dad was ill. That's not fair. I want to enjoy my newlywed life. Same goes for me. I got married right after you. That's not the point. And your husband is away anyways. That's why you said you'd live in our dad's house to look after him. Yeah, but I was expecting you to come help as well. I'm really disappointed in you. There is only one dad, so one person taking care of him is enough. I have my life to live, so don't bother me. I could say the same thing. You're dumb. You're the one that accepted to do it right away. One of us had to live with him. And you hesitated and ran away. Of course I can't leave him alone and leave. You're always like that. Too kind to others. You're like everybody's friend. I think you're missing out on life. I don't think so. I'm just living my life as a normal human being, while having to also clean up your mess. That's true. I haven't done anything to help our dad. But I'll get this house anyway. You've wasted your time. I'm glad I could be with Dad until the end. I don't regret anything. By the way, you really think you can get this house? Where did you get that idea? Of course I will. I'm the older sister, and I deserve it, duh. Can't you just be nice as you always are? What the heck? I need money for my new married life. I'll take the inheritance. You can't say no. Right, you nice little sister? I'm married too. I was going to live in this house with my husband. I can't approve it.
How old do you think you are?
What?
Will you depend on your parents forever? I'm guessing your husband's income is not much, too. Come on, get a job.
How are you saying that? You don't work either. And I'm working from home.
Your work was to take care of our father, right? Then your work is done. Go out in society and work.
You still don't get it. You are a housewife, and you don't know anything about working.
My work is to support my husband. I see the world through him. I mean, does your marriage life really exist? Your husband never comes home.
Yeah, it can be helped because of his job. And he was assigned to a project overseas before our marriage. We got married on the assumption that we would get over that obstacle too.
I'm sure he's with another girl right now. Long-distance relationships never last. If you don't get off your butt and start living independently, it's going to hurt you.
Why are you so mean to me?
Anyway, just get out of the house. My husband and I will start living here by the end of the next month.
That's not going to happen. Our dad was not wishing for that either. Are you listening? Hey!
Hey, honey. I'm still at work, so I can't call you, but I wanted to tell you right away.
Hi, Justin. What's up?
I can finally go back.
What? Really? Your project is over now?
Yes. We haven't spent a marriage life together yet, you know. My boss told me to go back home and spend time with my family. I can go back by the start of next month.
What? That soon? I'm so happy. We can finally live together?
Yes. Sorry to keep you waiting.
No, you were working hard. You did a great job, Dustin.
It's all thanks to you, Anna. I really appreciate it.
Great. Oh, guess what? There's something I have to tell you.
Huh? Something happened?
Yes, actually. My sister told me to get out of my parents' house.
What? Why so suddenly? You were the one who was looking after your dad. I don't think she has the right to say that.
Yeah, I totally agree, but she thinks I'm a parasite. And she told me to be independent.
What the heck? You are already independent. Your sister doesn't know anything about you.
Because she never really contacts or replies to me. And she never helped to take care of my dad. So I never had the time to talk to her about me.
Oh, really?
To have me take care of our dad and then take over? That was her plan, apparently.
Wow, that's so arrogant. Oh well, we'll figure it out. I'm coming home anyway. You can just leave the house.
What?
Hey, what's going on here? Oh, where did everything go?
What's up? I moved, as you wished. Anything wrong?
Yes, there is. I'm home now, and there is nothing in the house. Why?
Huh? That's called moving. You told me to move, so I did. And I brought everything that belongs to me.
I told you to leave, but you brought everything from the house with you? Give me back the furniture and all the electronics.
No way. These are all my husband's.
Huh? What do you mean?
Everything in the house was so old, and they all didn't work properly. So he bought everything new. It cost quite a bit.
Really? But he bought it for this house. So it's common sense to leave everything here.
How are you talking about common sense? My husband bought it. So of course he'll take it. There is nothing wrong with that.
That can't be allowed. We'll be living here from today. How are we supposed to live in an empty house?
That house is already being sold.
What?
So either way, you cannot live in that house. Just get out of the house. Otherwise, it's going to be a police matter.
Huh? Wait! What do you mean? You sold this house?
Yes. We don't need that house anymore. So we sold it.
What are you saying? This house is mine. How could you sell it?
That house was under my name.
Huh?
When I started caring for Dad, he was very disappointed in you for not coming to help me. And he let me be the owner of the house. Since then, that house has been mine.
Are you serious? Why didn't I hear about this? I'm the older sibling. I should be the owner of this house.
And why is that? You didn't even come to help me or see your own father. That's why you don't know anything about it.
No way. Does that mean we can't live in this house anymore?
Correct. Just leave the house, please.
That's too cruel. We are sisters, and it's not fair. I'm so disappointed in my dad.
He said the same thing about you when he was alive. Who has she become? I'm so disappointed in her, he said.
What? Too bad. I was busy living my life.
And how long have you been saying that for? Of course our dad would notice. I was taking care of him while I was working too. He was sorry about it. And he said the owner of the house would be me.
That's not fair.
Nothing you've done or said is fair.
But why did you sell the house? How are you going to live? Are you finally going to be independent?
I'm already independent. We bought a place in the city. My husband came home from overseas too. We'll be living happily in our new place.
What? Wait. I don't understand. A place in the city? Your husband is home? Since when?
My husband and I both saved money, so we bought a new place to live. That's what happened. So we'll finally start living together.
Oh wait, I still don't understand. You're a housewife, right?
I told you, I work from home. It's hard to imagine, but I run a company.
Huh? You run a company? How?
It was hard to take care of our dad and commute, so I decided to start my own company so that I can work from home. And the company is still small, but I have some people employed.
No way. I still can't believe it. You're lying, right?
I'm not lying. It was great timing for my husband to get back as well. If you didn't tell me to leave the house, I wouldn't have thought of living in the city.
That sounds like good news, but let us live in that house too. You have money, right? You took our house.
That house was mine. You're the one who misunderstood that you could just live in our parents' house. Just go back to where you were.
No, I can't. We already left our old house. We don't have anywhere else to go to, so let us stay at yours. Just for a little bit.
I already know that you just like to use people. So gladly, I'll decline. I don't want my dream house stolen by you.
I'm not going to do such a thing. Your sister is in trouble. Help me.
Who was the one who kicked her sister out of the house? You're insane.
Hey, don't be mean. Let's talk it out.
There is no need to talk. I don't think of you as my sister anymore. Ever since you refused to care about our dad, actually. And you also kicked me out of the house. You should know the pain of being abandoned by others. You deserve it. Claire was blocked by her little sister. She had nowhere to go to, and she went to her husband's parents' house. She says she learned how hard it is to have no one to rely on. On the other hand, Anna started her new life with her husband, and she is living happily in her new place in the city. Claire, who tried to get everything she wanted, is regretting everything right about now.